Hello friends, my name is Rohit Bapat. Welcome to my channel. Today, around 7 years, not around, exactly 7 years ago, I witnessed history made in front of my eyes. It's an amazing time. I was living and studying in United States in Missouri, Rolla. I was studying for my masters. Uh, I still remember the story of this World Cup, 2011 World Cup. I've seen pretty much everyone talking about from my father's generation about their story about 1983 World Cup. Now, after 28 years, I have a story to tell even to my children and for everyone about my World Cup story, like how it happened. I vividly remember that it was an off day. I did not have any work at that time. I was doing my research, and Indian Student Association of Missouri University of Science and Technology, they had arranged a screening of live screening of this match, the final match between India and Sri Lanka, at an auditorium. So, and they arranged chips and soft drinks like Coke and everything there. And everyone from my apartment, we were five living in that apartment. It was a duplex apartment, it was a big one, and all four of them went actually to watch the game, the match. One of my friend went to his lab in between, but still, I was the only one in my apartment. And throughout this whole World Cup, I watched almost all India's matches at my room itself. I did not go outside, did not go in any place. Basically, I do not like those comments like everybody is just an expert in cricket when it comes down to it. So I stayed at home. I had brought, I still remember the Doritos, then uh, the what do you say, the Lay's chips, and also a dip for the Doritos. Dip the Doritos in and all that, and a half a gallon bottle of Coke. Okay, so I was totally set. I was completely set. Uh, the first innings, Sri Lankans were batting pretty much nice. I mean, with the form that we were playing and the batsmen that we had, I never thought that they had really a good score. 275 still I thought is chaseable, but still it's World Cup final. You never know, all sorts of tensions and nervousness they might go into. And I was the only one. I was watching the game. I was enjoying myself. I was the only one. So there was no issue of okay, volume क्यों बढ़ा है, कम करो and all that. There was nothing like that. And I was just sitting there. And during the lunchtime or during the break, like after the first innings, when Jayawardene scored a brilliant century, okay, Sangakkara played nicely. Everybody came at house, and everybody is like, okay, fine, we can win this game. Like it's okay. So they had some food and all that. They went back. Now after some time, our batting, India's batting began. Okay, and uh, it was interesting because if for I mean it is true that everyone wanted World Cup, of course, for India, but not only for India, right? Even I wanted World Cup for Sachin Tendulkar. I grew watching Sachin Tendulkar. My generation grew watching Sachin Tendulkar. That's as simple as that. I'm a 90s guy. So anybody who is a 90s guy, he has actually seen Sachin and Rahul and Saurav, Kumar Sanu's, Udit Narayan's, Alka Yagnik's, etc., 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 Samir. So we are 90s kids. We like Sachin Tendulkar. We idolized him. He's kind of a god. Of course, he's God. And we also wanted India to win World Cup, not just for India, but also for Sachin. And believe it or not, many people don't like him. That's fine. But he has a tremendous record. He deserved a World Cup, whether you like him or not. He deserved a World Cup. That's the fact. That's the truth. That he deserved the World Cup. And I guess this time in 2011, they were determined actually. to win this World Cup. And we had a brilliant team. I mean, after 2003 of Saurav Ganguly, 2011's team was the best one that I've seen so far. It was kind of unbeatable. It was almost like 2003 Australian team, unbeatable. I don't know how would you beat a 2011 Indian team. I don't know. I still don't know. It's one of the most fantastic teams that we had. And now the second inning began. Okay, and I'm just staying there. Everyone is going there. Everyone actually tried to carry me with themselves. Like, okay, why don't you come there? It's fun. Lots of people there. It's a big screen, and they have free chips and soda and everything and blah blah blah. I said no. I just like watching games with ease. Aram se baith ke dekho. Don't do anything. And I was watching this game. Okay, and I remember after some 50 odd runs, okay, Sachin got out. that that was a shocking moment. Okay, Sachin got out. Like, what's next now? What happens now? But believe me, I was not worried actually, because I know that those days when if Sachin is out, everything just falls down like what Navjot Singh Sidhu says, rack of bicycles. Just one topples down, just like dominoes. I knew it's not going to happen, so I just stayed there. But you know what? The funny part, when Sachin got out, two of my friends came back from that auditorium. Okay, initially they went into their rooms, they browsed a bit, blah blah. But I was still watching the match, and it was full volume. Okay, and Gautam Gambhir was playing good, so it just went on. Okay, and my roommates couldn't resist, so they came into my room. Okay, and they just sat down there, and we were just talking, having fun, like what to do, why it is not doing that, blah blah, everything like that. And after some time, even uh, Kohli got out quite early in that game. Surprisingly, usually he's good, but he got out early. But still, my roommates were there. Then Yuvraj Singh played a bit. Okay, till that time, people who were in auditorium, like my friends who were in auditorium, two of them came back. Okay, and they directly came into my room. Now, like half an hour ago, I was alone myself, enjoying chips, enjoying soda, enjoying match. I'm just enjoying myself, and all of a sudden, I have like four people around me sharing my Doritos, sharing my chips and the dip and the Coke and everything. That is so sad. They were sharing, like they were just taking it. They did not even ask. Then after some time, you know what happened? My friend started chatting with somebody. Okay, because people had already left. 50% of the people had already left the auditorium where they were screening the match, and they started gathering here in my apartment. Can you believe it? I just had an apartment which was around maybe 8 by 10 feet, not bigger than that. But around my computer, my laptop, initially I was the only one. Then I had two of my roommates coming to my apartment. Then four. Then more people came in. Okay, more people came in, and they also started sharing my chips. I don't know. शायद मैंने गालियां दी होगी. I guess I yelled at them. Some of the words I cannot speak here publicly, but just by fun. Like, you were not even supposed to be here, okay? And you're finishing my dip and chips and everything and all that, and still asking me, oh, you just have one bottle of Coke. Like, hello, I was supposed to be the only one here. Okay. And I actually walked and bought those things. So they did not buy anything out of that. And now we are like last 10 overs or so, there were around 10 or 11 people in my room. And I was amazed, like, what is happening? I wanted to enjoy the match, peacefully with ease, just myself, and I'm having 10 to 11 people. And some of them are my friends. They're not even my roommates, not my friends, nothing. They just came in. They just came in. And it was such an amazing atmosphere in my room. Everyone was there. Everyone was excited. And Dhoni was playing amazing knock. He was just playing an inning of his lifetime that made his name, carved in golden colors in Indian cricket history. He was playing amazing. And in the last over, when there were like few runs needed and six deliveries, and we knew like, okay, Dhoni can do it. But still, we were watching the game like this. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And if somebody in the back say something bad or something wrong, disco, we call in Hindi panauti, like he will get out and all that. Probably he would have get bitten. I mean, it was so tense. Like we cannot resist watching here and there. And interestingly, you can get a feel that almost India was there. My India was there in my room watching the match. I'm from Maharashtra. My a friend was from Gujarat. One friend from Rajasthan. One from North India. My roommate was from South India. Everyone was there. It was India watching a mini India watching India's World Cup live in my room, and I never thought that I will be surrounded by so many people. I thought I'll just watch the game by myself, alone, all the way. But that's what it happened. And when Dhoni hit that last sixer, you know, I cannot tell you how loud we were shouting. India, 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 India. I cannot tell you how loud we were shouting. Probably, if it was not because of other Indian students living around us, other people would have called police. Like, what has happened? And it was a daytime in United States. It was nighttime in Mumbai or India, and we were watching visuals on the roads, on the streets, people having tiranga in their hands, shouting Jai Ho, shouting Bharat Mata Ki Jai, India, India, and whatnot. To be honest, that was the moment when I thought, okay, despite all our differences, all our, what do you say, barriers, that one moment actually united India. It united India. Isn't that true? And it was such an amazing feeling. I was having a mini India in my own apartment, watching the match. It was such an amazing time. It was such an amazing day. I cannot forget that day. And 7 years have passed now. I still remember that day as if it was yesterday. I thought I will be better off watching the match alone, but my friends proved it. No, you cannot watch India's match alone because you alone is not India. Everyone is India. Everyone is part of India. So that is my story of World Cup 2011. I would like to know your story of World Cup 2011, what you were doing, how did you enjoy, or did you watch, or did you listen, did you take part on those street, what do you say, Jashan, basically, just festival of India winning the World Cup. Did you take part in that? I missed it. If I would have been in India, I would have taken part in that rally. Just shouting on the streets, India, 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 India. I don't know why we do not do that regularly instead of shouting on swirling slangs on each other's name and fighting with each other on all sorts of stupid issues. I think that's what India is. That's what India is. It's a team. And I thank Dhoni and his team and everybody who won that World Cup, of course, for Sachin Tendulkar, but also for us common Indian people who at least now have one achievement in their life, that they witnessed India winning a World Cup. That's such an achievement. That's an achievement. It was such an amazing time. Thank you, Team India, and I salute you for that. And let's not forget Saurav Ganguly also, who was monumental in building this whole Team India pride. So this was my World Cup story. Please let me know your World Cup story. And if you want, you can subscribe to my channel because I make videos about almost everything. And if you have any suggestions, any comments, please do let me know in the comment section. Till then, Jai Hind.